The champ is here. NXT champ Adam Cole, Undisputed Era. Adam, what do you like about NXT? What makes this brand so good?
There's so many things that I love about NXT, but probably the number one thing is our passionate fan base. Like again, whether it's a takeover, whether it's a television taping, whether it's a show on the road, those fans come to play. They come to have a great time. They're on their feet screaming at the top of their lungs for 2-3 hours every single time. So as a performer, the best part is the connection with the audience, and the connection between the NXT wrestlers and the NXT fans is unlike anything I've ever experienced before.
What does it mean to you to have NXT on the USA Network?
It's huge. You know, I've been with NXT now for a little over 2 years, and I've always been incredibly proud of this brand, and I've always said that if NXT ever got the opportunity to be on television, we would create so many new fans and so many people who would love to check us out. Now that we have this opportunity, again, our team has worked so hard for this position, and we're not going to let it pass us by. I know for sure we're going to create thousands and thousands of new fans, and I'm really excited for the future.
How do you feel too about your fan base? I was here 2 weeks ago for the first show on USA Network, and I was talking to fans in line. So many were wearing Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Bebe. They were just, you guys have so many, you're sort of a heel faction, but you guys have so many fans. What's that like?
It's really cool because, again, a lot of these fans have followed me even before my WWE career, you know, because I had wrestled all across the United States and Japan, Europe, Mexico, Australia, and these fans, they have a certain connection with me. Like, they're proud that I finally made it here. They're proud that I'm doing well. So, yeah, incredibly thankful for those fans.
How does the Undisputed Era rank in terms of trying to get where other factions have gone, and where do you want to go with this?
I think we're in the process of being one of the greatest factions in WWE history. So far, everything we said that we were going to do, we've done. Right now, we run NXT with the NXT Championship, Roddy with the North American Championship, Bobby and Kyle with the Tag Team Championships. And with NXT moving to USA, this is just the start to really proclaim that prophecy. So I think we're on the path to being one of the best.
How did you guys keep grounded and pushing and going when titles weren't there? And this is something that, for fans, for the storyline, for everything, this is so important that the Undisputed Era has these titles.
I think the biggest thing is the connection that the four of us have. Like, again, I've been in Kyle O'Reilly's wedding. I was at Roderick Strong's wedding. The four of us travel together. We talk every single day. The connection is very real. So whether times were good or whether times were bad, it didn't matter because the friendship and the connection was there. I think that's a big reason the Undisputed Era has clicked so well on NXT television, is because they can tell that it's a genuine friendship. It's a genuine group. So I think that's the biggest thing.
When Roderick won the North American title and all four of you were there and the fans were going nuts, what was that moment like for you two?
It was awesome. It was just solidifying everything I had said for months at that point, and to be able to look over at one of my best friends and say, hey, you finally did it. All of us there holding our championships. One of my favorite moments of my career.
What does it mean for the business also, and for yourself, to be able to get this far so far, and where do you take it from here?
To me, it's a proof that factions are very much alive. Again, this connection with the Undisputed Era that so many of the fans have and that they've attached themselves to. It's proof that when you put four guys together, whether they're tag team wrestlers, whether they're singles wrestlers, people really love to be a part of something, and the Undisputed Era is a movement. So I think it's just proof that factions are very much alive.
And how did you all come up with Undisputed Era? Are there any names you could throw out that were also considered?
Yeah. So at the time, we definitely knew we wanted to do something with Undisputed. That was from the very beginning. And when we were trying to come up with something else in addition to that, it was kind of up in the air of how can we make this fresh? How can we make this different? So fairly early on, we fell in the Undisputed Era. And we thought, hey, this has a nice ring to it. Let's stick with it. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, everyone really dug it.
Is there room for any more in the Undisputed Era?
It's tough. You know, never say never. But myself, Roderick Strong, Kyle, and Bobby, we're very adamant about making sure this stays a four-man group. But it is the WWE, it is pro wrestling. Again, never say never.
I was going to throw at you, Shayna has the women's title, so I think all the titles would be complete if somehow Shayna is a guest entrant into the Undisputed Era.
It's possible. It's been talked about, but we don't know. We maybe need to have a bigger group discussion about it.
Adam, what do you think of her success too, and just what the women are doing?
Sure, it's amazing. Again, the women highlighted in NXT and really WWE as a whole is incredible. Again, they're proving that they can have just as good of matches as the guys, put on just as exciting matches. They're just as much stars. So I personally love it. I think it's amazing to watch them perform and do what they do, and they're doing great. They're killing it.
And what factions come to mind for you in the past that you had an eye on, you liked?
Yeah. Oh, I loved the Four Horsemen. I loved Degeneration X. I loved the NWO. Again, these are factions that if you take pieces from all of them, that kind of encompasses what the Undisputed Era is and what the Undisputed Era is all about. So those are some special ones that come to mind.
And then what about the hand sign too that you guys?
Yeah. Again, that was just something we thought, what can we do to make Undisputed Era the brand continue to be showcased as a brand? We had our certain entrance, we had our shirts, we had the armbands. We were like, we need something to do with our hands as well. So that just was a natural fit.
And lastly, you guys are going to be coming to Miami and West Palm Beach soon. 2 big shows. What's it going to be like having the Undisputed Era on those shows?
It's going to be like a rock concert roller coaster ride, man. Again, anytime NXT comes to town, specifically anytime the Undisputed Era comes to town, you're going to get the best show possible, the most exciting pro wrestling on the planet. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, Adam Cole, you deserve that title. You are a professional, not only in the ring, but away from it. You know how to treat your fans, you know how to treat the profession, and a lot of people are proud of you, and I am too. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.